Okay, the 7A. The first paragraph is about students. You know, you all have the experience about burning the midnight oil to prepare for the exam tomorrow, right? No, anyone who didn't have that experience, you can raise your hand. No? Everyone? No? Really? Okay, so can you talk about your experience about why you didn't have that?
Coffee.
Yes, no, you haven't drink coffee to stay awake in the midnight?
I always drink chocolate.
Chocolate?
Milk.
Chocolate milk to stay awake?
Yes.
To burn the midnight oil?
Yes.
Okay, and then I asked about who haven't burned the midnight oil to prepare for the exam or something tomorrow. Anyone else? No? Everyone has the experience, right? Okay, and not only you, but also the students in the textbook Murphy, and as well as many kind of people like marathon runners, airline pilots, and long-distance travelers. They all have own their energy and sometimes their efficiency to caffeine that is in coffee or tea or chocolate. And I want to know that you drink coffee or tea or something that contains caffeine to for what reason? Anyone wants to answer? No? You don't want that things? Then I will pick one.
Please raise your hand.
No? No one want to share the reason to everyone? No? Okay.
My experience is that I stayed up all night for TV games and I drink nothing but green tea. Yeah, green tea. So I like green tea. Do you have green tea? Thank you.
She have already picked it. Okay. So
Just kidding.
okay. So anything else you want? Coffee? No? No? You don't want? Okay. Okay, and I think the most reason why you're consuming caffeine is because it can increase alertness, and that is why it became the most popular mood alerting drug. And as you know, there are many things that contain caffeine, like sodas, the coffee, energy drinks, and tea, and diet pills, pain relievers like aspirin, and chocolate bars. And I think this is cool. It is the energy gum. You know, the chewing gum that contains caffeine in this. And every time I chew the gum, because I think that if I move some parts of my body, then I can stay awake. No, not because it contains caffeine. But I think in Taiwan, the chewing gum didn't contain the caffeine. But in America or foreign countries, they really have the chewing gum that contains caffeine in there. And this is the petroleum that some ships that pass the ocean, and sometimes it would emit some kind of things. And you know the oil and the water didn't mix, and also the oil is lighter than the water, so it would float it on the ocean and make the thing like this. I think this is really disgusting. And this is a factory that would drill deep into the earth and for the petroleum underground, and then it would burn the oil and emit the smoke like this. And you can see this thing in Taipei City too, but the Taipei City's smoke is not made by this factory, but by the cars or the motorcycle or the buses we take. And can you imagine life without oil made stuff? I think that is impossible because everything in our almost everything in our life is made from the oil. Is made from oil. And now, please turn to page 99 and see the picture ahead. You can see there is so many stuff in our life, and they are all made from oil. And also the picture I have in the physically, the boards, the bucket, and the tire. Can you give some examples? What else is also made from oil? Anyone?
Nylon clothes?
Yes. And
Chair. Babies.
oh, okay. Okay, and I'll give an example is that the bottom of the shoes, that is also made from oil. And since there are so many things are made from the oil, and the fossil fuel are not useless. Someday we might have used it over, and we don't have anything can use. So the scientists are now trying to find some substitute energy. The CMB is talking about 3 kinds of substitute energy, like wind, nuclear, and solar. Yes. Okay. And this is the electric car. Electricity is one of the substitute energy that we are trying to use. And my teammates would later introduce this. And in Taichung, there are families. They use the solar panels to burn the water to take a shower or do something. But in Taipei, we didn't do this. So I think that is cool that they're in Taichung, just in Taiwan, and they can do to use the solar panels to save some energy. And in Taipei, we couldn't do this. Taipei's weather are always rainy days. I know not so many sunny some days. And do you know where use the wind to power energy in Taiwan? Honghu, yes. And
Jinju.
Jinju, yes. No. And
Yunlin.
I don't know this. Okay. And one is the
Chengchun.
Pengchun. Yes, Pengchun. Yes. Anywhere? No. Okay. And I will talk about the Hsinchu's one. Just every time I pass by. Okay. Every time I pass by Hsinchu, I see the turbine. This is a turbine, and they didn't work. This is cost millions of dollars, and every time I pass Hsinchu, I didn't see it work. I think that is West. Just build it and make it there and didn't use it. Okay, and then I will talk about the recycle of McDonald's. In where it is, you can see the word that is in Korea, and in Taiwan we also have so many kinds of recycle plants. And this is in Japan, they have 3 kinds of. And this is in India. I think this is cool. It says please drop the unused condiments in the box. You know what is condiments? Like the ketchup you use with the French fries. And sometimes we didn't use it and just drop it in the trash can. And it is waste. Because and in India they have this box and you can drop the unused one in there. And this is the China one. It has the recycle one and the unrecycled one. And in the past in Taiwan we also just have these 2. And now we have so many things, the recycle one, the cup, the waste. Okay, and that's over of the introduction of 7B.